Now let's work on an example change counter. So here we will write a program to calculate the value of some change in dollars. The program should ask the user to input the amount of coins, quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies. The program should then calculate the total value in dollars and print the value. So let's get started. So here I have my Sublime text editor open on the left, and I have my terminal window on the right top, and I have my Mac Finder here so I can visually see the files. So first thing I want to do is that I want to save this empty Sublime file as change.py. I will also save it in the lecture 3 folder. So let's do that. And then now you can see the change.py is present here. I can also, from the terminal, I can do the ls command and then see that the change.py here. I've got nothing in here, but I can now start writing some code. First thing I want to do is I want to write, put a comment line which all says a program to calculate the value of some change in dollars. Okay. So first thing I want to do is to create a main function, and I'll put all of my code in this function. So let's first print something out about what the program does. I'm gonna name called print change counter. So when a user should know what the program does. And I'll put another empty print statement so I can leave one line, and then I'll prompt the user now. I'll say please coin. Okay, so please enter the count of each coin type. And now let's input quarters. So I'm going to say quarter, which will be eval input, and the prompt will say quarters, or we could say enter quarters. Since the rest of the lines will be similar, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy and paste and then change the variable name to dime and change this to dimes. One more time. This time we're looking for nickels. And one last one for pennies. Alright, so if we run the program for now, let's just see what the program does. So I'm going to save this, and from here I'm going to say Python 3 and name of the file. So it's a change counter. Please enter the count of each coin type. So say I have 5 quarters, 6 dimes, 3 nickels, and 2 pennies. Alright, so program is ended. Nothing has happened because that's all we had the program to do. We just want to make sure that we run this far just to see everything is okay. Now I'm going to create a variable called total, which will calculate the total values of the all the change values entered. So I'm going to say to quarter times 0.25 plus dime times 0.10 or 1 plus nickel times 0.05 or 0.05, and finally penny, the amount of penny. So the value is already 1, so we don't have to multiply this with anything. Okay, or I was wrong, we have to say 0.01. All right, so now I can print an empty line, then I can print, then I can say the total value of your change is total. All right, so let's run this program one more time. Make sure I save this, yes. And enter quarters, 5, dimes 4, nickels 7, pennies 3. So the total value of your change is 2.03 or $2.03. Right, so program worked perfectly. We can run a few times with different values just in case. Here's what I want to do is I want to say I have 4 quarters and I have 10 dimes and I have say 20 nickels and I have 100 pennies, and total is 4.0. So notice that even though all the values are integers, but the final value is always float even though it is 4.0. The reason for this is that we multiply each integer by a float, so this will result in a float value. So adding all those float values will result in total value to be float as well.